Alrighty, I'm coming back. Let's get back into the game. Thanks for waiting. My voice is actually doing fine so far. We'll see how much longer I last before I need a break. Hopefully I won't need a break. But you know, you might. I might. I might! Oh, you know what? How's the Dota's been? Who is that? VP won over Secret? I'm not really that surprised. Okay. Minimize the music window. And back into the daddies. Alright, here we go. Are you smoking? Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag off his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. And he's just so thrilled with his little flower crown. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Oh, my two favorites so far. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned half my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Oh, this poor child. Oh, he doesn't even have irises. He does not even have irises. Where did they go? I don't know. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Quiet, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Oh look, you have eyeballs! Congratulations, good job. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter? Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? 8th grade and you're smoking? Child, get slapped. That's when you smack that shit right out of his mouth. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. I didn't even say anything! Ouch.
I don't know.
Ernest! Why are people so wrong? Because they're I don't know. I don't know. How is that a debate? It's just bread with baked tomato on it. Oh. Girl, I don't. I don't know. Just because it goes on the top does not mean that it is an optional item. Like, you can't have a shepherd's pie if you don't put... Like, if you take the mashed potatoes off because they're on the top, you no longer have a shepherd's pie. You just have ground beef in a pan with corn in it. You just have ground beef and corn. Not even tomato in this case. It was bread with mushrooms and olive oil. Again? Wait, again? We're doing this again. Look, I don't care about your dietary fucking restrictions. That's bread with olive oil and some tomatoes slapped on it. That's not pizza. Just because it is in a round shape does not make it a pizza. We're not debating this, chat. Me and Mana are commiserating. I don't see how this keeps being brought up and like people actually honestly arguing the opposite case. Anyway, oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ew, what a little snot. Put him in juvie. I don't want to deal with this kid. Is hot dog a sandwich though? Nope, it's a hot dog. Wouldn't have sauce. I want to say it wasn't pizza. Glorified cheese sticks. Yeah, that's just cheese sticks. I agree with you 100%. A pizza has to have dough, sauce, and cheese. Those are the necessary ingredients to create a pizza. If you do not have one of those 3 ingredients, you are eating something else. The end. Kirby's confusing everybody today. Do you eat or drink soup? You eat it. You eat soup. Well, I'm not debating taste-wise. I'm not debating taste-wise, but like, or like the bread with the mushrooms and olive oil on it could have been delicious. That's not the debate. The debate is not yummy or not yummy. The debate is, why is it a debate that's not a fucking pizza? Always took the cheese off and we were like, why? Yeah, those people are weird, man. Although that does keep the bread, like, the bread where the sauce is, it keeps it moist if you, like, make it with the cheese on it. I did have a friend who was, I had a friend in elementary school who used to do that because she was extremely allergic to many, many things. So she, like, legitimately could not eat it or should have to use her EpiPen. So, like, she couldn't eat pizza. But most kids' birthday parties, you have pizza, so she just had to peel the cheese off. It was sad. It was very sad. She also couldn't have eggs. She was allergic to everything. She was allergic to everything. I remember, I think we were in junior high, maybe? Or like 5th grade. I don't remember if we were still in school, but I remember she said to me once, and I feel like it was online somewhere, which is why I don't know how old we were. She was like, I had a cookie today. And I was like, oh yeah? She goes, and it had an egg in it. Like she meant in the cookie, like somebody made cookies with eggs and she was able to eat a cookie and she didn't die. And she was super excited. And I was like, oh, sweetheart. No, false. False, Dinsdale. I don't care what quote you're grabbing that from or what, like, information. I don't care. I don't care. We're not having this fucking argument. Not having this argument. We cannot bring up this topic because people will argue with it and, like, pull quotes from, like, this 200-year-old Italian man says this about pizza. I don't give a fuck. That's not a pizza. I don't care. I don't care. This is not an argument you are going to win with me. Don't argue. I don't even want to see what that is, Mana. That the preview image startles me. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into the game. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. Guess who's not getting laid? He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? I always thought my dad was cool. Just PS. What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See that right there? You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, sounds great.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks and sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. I never did that. I'm happy I didn't do that to my parents. I mean, that is very, that's a very strict definition, Wormy. I don't necessarily disagree. But that's neither here nor there in this particular argument. Yeah, I don't care what sort of, like, I don't know where you're grabbing these quotes from. I sincerely don't give a shit. Hot dog is not a sandwich. The end. Hot dog is a hot dog. Yes, MZ. Yeah, I always look really fed up. I thought that they were going to animate my face the way they animated these dudes. But I guess not. Had I known, I would have picked a different mouth. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a sandwich either, Wormy. Right click man, hello. How are you? Anyway. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? See, I never hit this point. I still am incredibly close with my dad. Maybe because he didn't have to be the authority figure. But even so, like, that's not the reason that I'm not close to my mom. Or, like, I felt like I was friends with my mom until she stopped talking to me. Hey, that's kind of nice. I was able to say that and not feel it hurt inside. Yay, progress. It was a sudden change when I got older and I'm still confused about it. Just by the way, I'm not... Anyway, I guess I'm mostly over it. That's neat. Good job. Good job, me. I guess because your character is customizable? Yeah. Would it be too much to, like, make the different smile? They didn't have that many mouth options. Like, at least make the mouth move up and down. Playing the new Hearthstone adventure and got all excited to see you playing some Dream Daddy. Yeah, we've been having a good time. Today, we've been very distracted, so we haven't actually gotten through a lot of the game, but that's okay. It happens. I'm enjoying talking to you guys. And goofing around. There's been a lot of goofing. Don't let us eat up your time, Kwai. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. No, I don't want to. Oh, I blew it. I blew all my best dad's time. Shit. Oh no. Ernest, I'm gonna blame Ernest. It's Ernest's fault that I didn't get to have more time with Craig and Matt. I've been taking part in a staring contest with the baby and I think it might be a demon. It didn't blink once. Oh god, that's funny. I think he only blew one dad and he's not here. He's over here. I'm gonna talk to Joseph and Damien because I want to learn more about Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I'm really bothered, P.S., by the lack of Oxford comma. That's another argument that I don't want to get into. Every sentence needs an Oxford comma. If you are listing more than two things, you require a comma. Anyway, I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. Just like his cape. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Quai, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Don't even start me on the Oxford comma. Girl! Can we just have, like, a bitch session about the things that people argue about that they shouldn't, like pizza and Oxford commas? And then we'll have a creed off. It'll be great. It's the difference between talking about the strippers, Pol Pot and Stalin, and the strippers, Pol Pot and Stalin. Yes. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Goth and Beyond. I hate it. The other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. Huh. Hashtag girl, we read about people being wrong. I feel like people would come in and troll us, though, and, like, argue. I really, really dislike arguing for the sake of arguing. And people would do that. I feel like my waifu does that with the pizza thing. She does it just to get people's goats, and I hate it. Don't do that. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's too weird for me. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Goth and Beyond. I have to, like, shake my head every time I do it. I don't know why. Hope Nier continued being good in the parts I didn't see. Yes, I enjoyed it. I really liked the game as a whole. But it's fun to play devil's advocate? No, it's not. You're the person that everyone hates. I'm kidding. I don't hate... There's a difference between explicitly saying you're playing devil's advocate and arguing like you're serious for like an hour and then going, oh, I'm just arguing because I like arguing. And there's also a difference between bringing up holes in somebody's argument and just like hard-headedly arguing against someone just for the sake of arguing. I feel like devil's advocate and arguing for the sake of arguing are different. I don't want to argue with someone who is literally just arguing because they like to argue. If you want to argue for the sake of argument, go be on a debate team. Don't bring it to me. I don't like that shit. Devil's advocate can be useful. And I feel like it's different. Some people use it as an excuse to argue for the sake of arguing, which I dislike. Fuck you up, surprise. Yeah, well... I also think there's a difference between just being contrarian and actually arguing. I'm too tired for this. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over at Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. She has yellow nails. I think no.
Oh my.
Hey Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back, I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee. What's twee? Twee hipster with some normcore leanings. I don't know what the fuck that even means. A good debate is good. Argue for the sake of arguing isn't fun. I mean, it's also... Debate is also different. Like, there are two different... Yes, I agree with you. I'm just gonna say I agree because the specifics don't matter. I agree with your statement. guy coming in the Discord channel when I was hanging out with a friend. He started talking about religion like he knew everything about it and trying to start a debate and argument. After shutting him up, he starts talking about medieval weapons in a similar manner. It was both weird and annoying. Yeah, some people talk about things in a really, like, aggressive way. My ex used to do this. Talk about things in a really, like, aggressive and often negative way to try to get someone to argue with them. Oh, I hated it. I hated it. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys. A lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe you've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. That is a name. That is a name. What happened? Do you have a favorite medieval weapon? Book. Don't think of an elephant. Knowing how to frame the debate. Interesting. All religions are the same, basically. All religion is murderous. I'm multi-religious. Yeah, those are statements just designed to get people to hate you and then argue. Don't say things like that. Damien finishes finishes the sentence with flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Oh. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. Cute. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Whoa. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Oh, and he's like, oh, my children. And I'm like, oh, your children. Are they speaking in unison? Whoa. Hey. Won't you come play with us? Fuck no. Huh? Come play with us forever. Oh, they're totally doing it on purpose. That's mean. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Oh. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I, don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Girl. Damn, MZ. One that really got to me was religion is objectively weird. Like he was some form of professor with objective truth. Coldesso. What about a good trebuchet? Jenny the trebuchet, my favorite. Coldest, how are you doing today? Catapult is where you like pull back the device and like fling it like this. A trebuchet I think has a counterweight. I think that's the difference. Beat Saber? What's Beat Saber? Hey! Gavin Rod. Confirming my brain did the thing. Good job, brain. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Stop. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I've squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Get a divorce! Get her away from these children. Mary. Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Oh my god, this punk kid is his kid? I did not see that coming. I probably should have. Not because of the dress, but just because all the characters that they bother showing you in this game are gonna show up later. Dad, can we go now?
Huh.
Ah, Lucian. Have I introduced you to Kwai yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever.
Huh.
That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Oh my god, what a little cunt. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen. Is his last name Christensen? Oh my god, please no. May I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup.
Oh.
Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Interesting. Dad.
Okay.
That's really interesting, Damien. I agree, like, legit interesting. VR game got you. Even if you're... Oh, no! I've seen videos of that. I've seen videos of that. Yeah, that is pretty neat. I also liked, the Fantasia conducting game. I never actually saw anybody play it outside of PAX East where they had a thing of it, but I played it myself. It was pretty fun, but you didn't have it wasn't a VR thing. It was more like a Just Dance. Like you don't have a headset on. VR makes me nauseous though. Roman gladiators were also vegetarians? Interesting, I did not know that. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor. In the Navy. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
Oh my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. He probably had his friend do it for him. Paint things in a 3D space? Interesting. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. You are an idiot. Lucian. We'll talk about this later.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. My god, you're a fucking idiot. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Talk to Robert and Brian. You think I'd like it? I know you said that. It doesn't look like my thing. I've never had any interest in the God of War games. Just like I've never had any interest in Zelda games. There's just some games that do not look interesting no matter how much I see of it. Like, I'm glad people are enjoying it, but I have no desire to play it whatsoever. It's pretty. I walk over to Robert and Brian, who are chatting over drinks, determined not to be weird about what happened that night. I hope Robert feels the same. He was very nonchalant. I don't think he gives a fuck. Hey, guys. Kwai! How the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Kwai, have you met Robert yet? Yes. I believe we met, briefly. You can say we met at the bar. Come on, don't be an idiot. Hey. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as he stares unblinkingly into my eyes. Oh god, what does it mean? Shut up, Lecta Dad. I do not like our dad's mental thoughts. I don't like our dad's thoughts. I just made you sad. You're a huge Zelda fan. I didn't grow up playing it, so I don't have any nostalgia for it. And the gameplay just does not look like something that I would want to spend time doing. Damn, they got destroyed in that fight. Oh, bye. Bye. Oh, no wonder. I have never heard of this team in my life. Oh, they're actually turning it. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, we've got Dota. How's it going? It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip. Great, look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads gotta stick together, you know. Us dads? Robert has a kid? Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Robert continues to stare at me. Jesus, does this guy ever blink? I mean, we don't know much about him. We know what team he roots for in the game. And we know that he is a considerate lover, and that's it. That's all we know. That's a weird, like, overarching blanket that you throw over D&D related games, but fair enough. Do you blink? Yep. But does it jizz dough? Yes, it do. Cool, that's cool. We stand in incredibly uncomfortable silence for several moments. It's not a big deal! Sex is not that big of a deal. I don't like our dad. I don't like our personality. Bugs me. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Daisy and Amanda run up to us, thank God. Alright. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts. But how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. No, I understand what you meant. I'm just saying that it's a very large blanket that you cast over things that I wouldn't categorize together. I understand why you do. But they're different to me. Elected Dad is not the type who can have casual sex just for fun. Way too many social anxieties, and I do not resonate with that whatsoever. It bothers me. I don't like it. I don't like my dad reacting that way. Because that's not how I would react at all. I don't like it. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. That's cute. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Yes. Yes. And Robert just melts away. Goodbye. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Yeah. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait, where did Robert go? To go be a whiskey bro in the corner, I don't know. I skim the party and finally find him in the corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk? You were being super fucking awkward instead of treating him like a human being who you had an interaction with. You could have just said, oh yeah, we met at the bar, watched the game together, had a couple of drinks. How are you doing? Having a good day? Like, why do you have to be like, oh, we slept together? Like, hello? I must now act like a weirdo and pretend I'm meeting you now for the first time. Like, why? Who gives a shit? And if they do give a shit, then you don't care about those people. If people are gonna be judgmental about the stuff that you choose to do in your own free time, don't hang out with those people. The end. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. I'm not a teenage girl, I'm not into it. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. Probably. There it is. Oh, come on, like, that's legit. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. Oh. She bit people, too. Oh, kids, am I right, lol? Gotta love 'em. You're required by law. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little playdate for them. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Can I just go back to talking to Matt? Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill. I'm hungry now. Flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? Hey, what do you think? This is my first time in the grill town. He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. I don't get watching people make food. It's not my thing. Especially grilling. Like, that's not a terribly active form of cooking. I don't know, surprise, to make himself extra awkward the next day. Oh. You probably didn't know this, Kwai, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. Oh. He's ungrill-leavable. Get out, Joe!
Nice.
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't... Oh, God, I hate it.
Hey.
No, Matt, no! I like you so much! Stop hurting me! You're hurting me! He's a rare quality about... That is an actual pun. This, not a pun. Let us keep studying. Not a pun. Just a really shitty joke. He has a rare quality about him. Actual pun, and it actually is slightly amusing. I hate it in the context of I'm just doing bad jokes. But actual pun. This is a pun. Not a pun. Pun, not a pun. I tend to not have issues with people with thick accents, or at least understanding them. Some accents I just cannot tolerate for more than a minute, though. That's not a pun! This goes on the pile of things to rant about, like why people don't understand the fucking definition of a fucking pun. It's not a fucking pun. I'm just going to ignore this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never... Oh, no. No. Nope. Get the fuck out. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Technically a pun, but I hate it. Please stop. Yes, Amanda. Amanda, tell him what's what. Girl! All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns. They're not puns! Only 2 of those were puns! And there were like 8 fucking jokes in there. Not puns. I hate that I'm forced to say that I hate puns because people use the word pun incorrectly. I'm so tilted. I get so mad. That's not a pun. That's not what a pun is. Putting a word that sounds sort of kind of similar to another word in the sentence is not a pun. It's not. Uninstalling this game now? No, just going on a rant because I hate everything. But you agree they were glorious? No, I do not. Those were all really terrible and unfunny, except for the rare one, which was an actual pun and slightly amusing. No, it is not. Different possible meanings of a word. Sound alike but have different meanings. Homonyms. Not sound similar. I have beef with that, the word alike. That's not a fucking pun. It's words that, like rare. Rare as in uncooked, rare as in, but that's one word that has multiple meanings, and that's where the pun exists. Let us stop making jokes is not a fucking pun. It's not. Won't that become the correct usage? I don't want it to be. I refuse to let it become the correct usage just because that's what people are saying. Because I actually like puns. Real puns. True puns. Where it is the same word with different meanings. Homonyms. Homonyms. Not just, this sounds kind of similar, I guess. I'm just gonna shove this word into this sentence. No, it's not a pun. It's not what it is. And I hate that because people use it in that way, they use the word pun to describe that kind of joke, which is wordplay, not a pun. It forces me to say that I do not like puns, even though that's not true. I like puns. I don't like the things that people call puns. The things that people label as pun, I don't like. I'm not going on about this again. You guys know I've gone over the definition of a pun before and how shoving two words together to make a different word that doesn't exist is not a pun. Putting a word that is not the same as the word you're replacing in the middle of a sentence is also not a pun. Joke? Sure. Wordplay? Sure. Not a pun. The end. You're just asking for me to ban you, Surprise. Get the fuck out! Stop arguing for the sake of arguing. I hate it. I'm too tired to deal with all the fucking... How many arguments have we had today? I don't want to argue anymore. It's not a pun. The end. I even made a... God, there's a hair in my shirt tickling my boob. It needs to go the fuck away. I even made a command with an actual pun so that I didn't have to have this discussion anymore. There you go, Wormy. Thank you for that. I didn't say that's a good one. Like, that doesn't make me laugh. That's not a good pun, but it is a literal pun. Alright, guys. Food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. No. Jesus fucking Christ. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. I would like a cheeseburger right now. I'm not wrong most of the time. You're wrong most of the time. MZ, enjoy the lurk. Thank you. Fruit flies like a banana. Like they enjoy it. Fruit flies enjoy a banana. Like, if you have a banana sitting out, you'll usually get fruit flies. And that was not a pun, because it's part of another word that sounds similar. That's getting a little bit too picky about, like, the definition of a pun, but I'm going to just say it's not. Because barbecue and Q are not homonyms.
Oh.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Oh my god, why are they so hot?
Hey.
Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a great community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? What? What is this? What is this fresh hell? Dad Book. These barbecue puns are lit. Actual pun. I didn't enjoy it, but that is an actual pun. That's not the only sack they'll share, am I right? Oh, stop. Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it. So if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. But look at how fashionable our shirt is. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Oh, poor Carmencita. Welcome to the neighborhood. Achievement! Wow. We have not gotten anywhere in this game, but that's actually okay. Because I'm hoping that I will be able to finish the game on Sunday. And with how much time we've spent not playing the game and just talking, I think that'll actually happen. I was worried I was going to finish it on Thursday. Because that way then I can play Finding Paradise within one day. Since it's a short game, I didn't want to split it up. Anyway, Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. I wanted a dick, but I'll settle for a burger. Felt like I was at a networking event. I wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. I don't like any of these options. I don't resonate with these. Oh, right, I'm not... Oh, shit! I forgot I was not streaming Sunday. So I hope I finish on Thursday. Goddamn. Ugh, that's a horrible joke, Surprise. Boo, not funny. Boo. I kind of felt like I was at a networking event. I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I just know it. You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Oh, shut up, Kwai. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Oh, me, Craig, and Matt are gonna have the most epic threesome, if I have my way. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I wanted a dick, but I'll settle for a burger. Too real. And by inbox he means butthole. This game's gonna age real bad. Yeah. This game is not meant to last. Alright, Lana, fine. To my embarrassment. But it's not gonna have the same, punchiness when I don't have the... You don't get, the doofus voice. No, I wanted a dick, but, I'll settle for a burger. Your top friends on MySpace. Oh my gosh, I forgot about top friends. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. You always have time to not read the dad tips. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. because it's plain. You need to cook that shit. Raw cauliflower and raw broccoli, not so good. Not so good. I think cauliflower is bland enough that if you just, like, dip it in shit, it's fine. But broccoli, I don't like it not cooked. I love broccoli, but you gotta cook it. Big plans for the evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. What about that paper? Oh, is that okay? No, no, no. Dad! I want to slap my own face. Yeah, you got it. And be careful. Yeah, home before midnight, whatever. I will. Make good choices, of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? Are we going to lie again? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. What if I just eat ice cream for lunch instead of making a sandwich? Alternative to mashed potatoes? There is no alternative to mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are mashed potatoes. And why would you not want them? I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party! With Matt and Craig alone. Bye-bye! A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight. You may just have to wait in line. I know a guy at the door. I'll get in no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Fucking Gavin. Looks like Gavin's masting roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. See? Why would you want anything else? Mashed potatoes for life. Getting some sweet dad lovin'? Apparently that's not an option. Not even gonna repeat that. Ew! No, sweet potatoes are nasty. Get that shit away from me. As a way of dieting? Nope, that's stupid. I don't... Not letting yourself have things just because you're on a diet is not a good way to diet. Having the things that you like in moderation is a good way to diet. Sweet potatoes are nasty. Fuck that shit. Unsubscribe, bitch! You try it. Go ahead, try it. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked... What are baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance? Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind. I would never watch this. And also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand. So I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. You go, Dad. No. Look, I respect other people's rights to enjoy sweet potatoes, but they're fucking nasty. Excuse me, Tower, why are you making a buzzing noise? I just went tap tap and it stopped. That's good, right? I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. Ooh! It's late, but I think I earned this for a long day of socializing. No. The definition of a pun is not a subjective. I respect other people's decisions to eat food that's fucking gross. Like, or not worth it. Like, fish. You can eat fish if you want to. It's gross, but you're allowed to eat it. I checked my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who she was even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? This anxiety is not fun to read through. Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could... Why don't you call her? Yo, if I had a kid, she'd best pick up her telephone when I call. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home, and I'm glad she's okay. What time is it now? Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half... Okay, that's unacceptable. An hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Yeah, you're allowed to be worried and upset at that point. I would say like 10 minutes after the curfew, you're allowed to start being concerned. Especially if you're running late, just text. Be like, I'm running a little bit late. I'm on my way. It's shitty. Do you just want me to loathe you, Surprise? That's your middle name. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? This is not overreacting. I don't like your fucking attitude. I have a right to be concerned. I have a right to be concerned. You didn't let me... You cut off all communication, and you were gone for an hour and a half. That's not, I'm a little late. You're my only daughter. That's not at all what I fucking said. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. Who said that? Oh my God. I'm angry at this conversation. This game is tilting me. Can I just have sex with fathers, please? It's all I want to do. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Grounded. All right. I'm gonna go to bed now. Especially when you're still in high school and you're not... She should have been home doing a paper, first of all. First of all, we should not have allowed her out with her friends. When we heard Hugo... I've got the finger. The finger is coming out. When we heard Hugo say that she has a paper that she needs to do and she's not doing well in her class. You're not allowed to go out until you finish that fucking paper. It's overdue already. Hello? You should be on your knees thanking him for allowing you to redo the fucking paper that's overdue instead of just giving you a 0. Why are you allowed out? Bad dad. Kerboos, hello. No, I'm not sure what you were expecting. This is Dream Daddy's son. Not so speed runs. Did that alert go off? I didn't hear an alert go off. Thank you for the raid, /host. Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Get ready. We must defend our turf. I want to see all the hype foods, fight like meerkats, or die like scorpions, not so speedruns, is bringing his, I don't know what you call your community, bringing his slothy slowpokes in here. We are going to defend our turf. We're going to show these slowpokes. Aha! I got them. We're gonna show these slowpokes who's my god, I'm so tired. We're gonna show them who's boss and whose stuff this is about, and I fucked that up so bad. Come on, meerkats. I see Wormy and Mana. Gavinrod did, like, one that I saw. I believe in you! Right-click man coming in there with the defense. I yield! Alright, man. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How you doing? What were you streaming? How have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? That's what you're concerned about? I need to get my dad head straight. It's not always working because there's a 5-second delay. Or, like, it keeps people from spamming the same commands. It's global cooldown. Cooldown, that's what I was looking for. Gonna sex some dads. Oh, yeah. Wallace? Question mark? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. By the way, meerkats, strong defense. Oh, Mana, I enjoyed that. Good puns. Good puns. You'd win pretty handily without a cooldown. Yeah, but it's not so much about one person spamming a command and more about, like, trying to get the community to, like, band together and, like, be active and, you know, show, like, their support for the channel. Like, it's a group effort of a defense. If one person was holding, like, 8 swords and up against an army, that person's not gonna win. Into the Breach! Oh, I love Into the Breach. Just started streaming full-time this month for St. Jude. Oh, that's awesome! That is so awesome. Oh, hey, let me, by the way... Sorry, jumping back, my brain is so not... Like, I do very much appreciate people helping defend. It is impressive. You must have very large hands or some interesting ways of holding the swords, but it's not gonna win a fight. Had some computer problems. Welcome back, Second Square. But yeah, everyone needs to go check out my good friend Speedy. I need to go check out my good friend Speedy. Dario, how are you doing? Hello. Yeah, channel solidarity. I appreciate everybody who jumped in to defend. We don't get raided terribly often, so it often just blindsides the people who have not been in a raid before and they don't, like, understand what they're supposed to do. But it's just, like, it's a fun little community experience to have. Someday. Someday we'll get it together. Speedy, what's your schedule like? What is your schedule? It's tough if you're on mobile. I mean, that's what the exclamation point defend is for people on mobile who can't copy and paste emotes. Yeah, Gavinrod, I'm so with you. I'm not a very good parent. Like, I'm a good parent in that, like, I love and support my daughter, and she, like, loves me, and we have a good relationship. But she doesn't respect my dad authority, and I'm not doing anything about it. And, like, why was she even let out in the first place? This is Dream Daddy, man! Typing defend takes longer on mobile. I mean, with the cooldown, it doesn't matter. And like I said, you know, it's okay to, you know, give it a little bit of time in between. As of now, twice a day, every day, but Tuesday and Saturdays. Okay. What times? I used to do a split schedule. I know some people really enjoy it and that works for them. I hated it personally. I thought you're supposed to be banging dads? Yes, both. 11 to 2 and either 3 to 6 or 8 to 11. Okay. See, I stream from 11 to 6. So maybe I'll be able to catch you hopefully on one of your 8 to 11s. I would like to come by. I'm gonna do it the best I can. Yeah, but I mean it's okay to take a few seconds. Especially because the people coming in and raiding don't have the benefit of a command to spam. Like, they gotta do all the work on their own, right? So it's okay to give them a chance to fight. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. But what about the whole being late? Like, at what point... It's one thing to not respond to your parents' texts. It's another thing to be either even purposefully late, whatever. If you are running late, you let the person know. I don't care if it's your dad, your coworker, your who. I don't care who you're meeting. You contact them and let them know. Like, you know, whatever the reason is. How long is this game? Like 11 hours. Well, yeah, here's our dad, Kerboos. We also have a cat dad shirt. Just experimenting this month with my schedule, see how it goes. Come June, I'll mostly be doing 8 to 11. Fair enough. Well, I hope you find what works for you. It took me a little while. I had to do it for real life reasons, the split schedule. And when I didn't have to have it because of real life anymore, I was like, get me out of here, because I hated it. I didn't hate the streaming part of it, but I didn't like, even though I had 3 or 4 hours in between my morning and my night streams, I felt like I was just waiting the whole time. Like I was just stuck in limbo, and I never really I didn't feel like I had a break. I felt like I was still having to be glued to my computer, and I didn't like just waiting to do the thing, and then I can actually do whatever I want after that. That's how I felt, and I know that it's not that accurate, but I was like, get this out. Hey, don't be judgy. Should get ready for mine. Alright, Wormy, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a good day at work. And, I don't think that I will be going past 5, but maybe I'll see you a little bit later. Did we win the bird lawyers? Oh, weeks ago. So many years ago, Provo. How are you doing, my friend? Sorry for freaking out on you. I trust you to make good choice. Good. Sass attack. Bye. You are. An 1800s farmhouse on 7 acres of land. Interesting choice. Alright. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. That's me. Oh god, I'm so hungry. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. What about her paper? Why are we not discussing her need to do better in school and her need to finish this paper. Why haven't I spent 3 nights in Napa, wine tasting and eating tasty food? Ooh. Yeah, this was a while ago. I've been playing Nier for the last, like, month. Aviary Attorney, I finished a month ago. Almost. Almost a full month ago. Sugar Daddy. I mean, just because I know about Grindr doesn't mean that I use it. The paper doesn't matter. Yes, it does! She's failing her class! Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, please. Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a dad book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile. Only a couple minutes? Which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Can we change your dad's personality here? Because I would love that. Netflix and grill, baby. Wow, that's a joke. I don't use Grindr. It's your 1-year anniversary, about too much wine. Usually happens whenever we go. That sounds great. That sounds like a lot of fun. Polish and sort my coin collection. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Fuck that. Sink into blissful oblivion. Sleep. I do not like any of these options. All of these are fucking stupid and not what I would do. I would be a party dad. I would be like... I would be party dad. This is not Lecta dad. This is not Kwai. No. This game doesn't even know what puns are. I'm not giving them that option. I guess watching stuff and eating food. This is the closest to what I would actually do. Like, I love going out. I also love watching TV and eating. So we're gonna go with Netflix and grill. Baby. And besides, Matt said I was cute when I said baby. Like, not in so many words, but like, it worked. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill. Okay, enough with the grill. The Lost Shaker of Salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. That's kind of funny. A boat, obviously. That's a cheater answer. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. And besides, if you don't have a DVD player, what are you going to do with that? Ham Jumbo. Hatu Jumbo, Mr. Harmadon. Oh, Mana, yeah. Netflix and grilled baby. Yeah, I don't get the salt shaker reference. I guess this is at least funny, even if it's not functional. So I'm gonna pick Castaway. Cause this is a cheater answer. This is fucking stupid. I don't understand this. And my dad clearly does not have survival skills, although I would like to think I could survive. Margaritaville? Jimmy Buffett? I mean, I know, like, of that. Anyway. You know what? Can we change your dad? My dad needs to be cooler. My survival skills have trained me for this day. That's stupid. Alright, we're gonna take Castaway. Habarigani Lecta. And Phenomena. Nzuri Sana. Which I didn't teach you guys yet. I didn't teach you guys any responses in Swahili, which we will get to soon. I'm just thrilled that somebody actually used Habarigani! Good job, Mr. Harmadon. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm finally starting to not feel exhausted. I don't like any of these options. Alright, we're gonna go with the joke answer, I guess. What are your turn-ons? Matt. Strong dad arms. Tennis shoes with long white socks, no. A well-manicured lawn, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have... I would like dandelions. Street smarts. Top-tier grillmanship. I ain't trying to date him, thank you. Comfortable with crying. Aw, that's actually nice. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. These are like close to answers that I would actually give. Top tier grillmanship though, but I can grill myself. Hello. Just read them and noticed you're streaming. Shh, let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy it. Thank you, Mr. Harmadon. I don't mind. I mean, that's what it's there for. Hopefully, eventually, people learn. Post-coitus crying because Lectodad has serious anxiety? No, just being, like, supportive and not being like, ew, you're a dude, you're not supposed to cry. Strong dad? I could go for some strong dad arms, though. But do you have top-tier grillmanship? So there's you missed the part where Joseph, who has really creepy kids and a wife who's also an asshole, he's like the best grillman on the street or whatever, in the cul-de-sac. Not joking. Mana, no. I've experienced some strong dad arms, man. It was nice. I'm gonna go with street smarts and hope that that's not Robert. I mean, can we go with... What about, like, being intelligent? Which is book smarts as well. What about someone who likes art? Like, why are these the options? I don't give a shit about most of this. This is, like, kind of close to something I would pick. Comfortable with crying, like, that could be taken a lot of different ways. The last one falls under intelligence. Not necessarily. I'm gonna go with street smarts. What did you want to be when you grew up? A technical writer for manuals and instructionals, salty boat captain, pro skater who is also an astronaut, a good father, the president of space. I was in a ska band. I think I'm required to pick a pro skater. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries? Boring. I mean, not always boring, but like... Sean Connery's entire filmography, anything on Laserdisc? No. Romantic comedies? Whatever will make me cry, also known as romantic comedies. Old comedies that haven't aged well. Out of these options? These are weird options. Yeah, we were in a ska band. It's been brought up multiple times. Oh man. I looked in, I don't know why I grabbed my tea. I like moved it away from me because it's empty. I guess this is close-ish. These options are weird. No, not me. Not me. That's why I said we were in a ska band. You're excited. I've actually never been in a... Well, I can't quite say I was never in a band. So here's a little interesting / embarrassing tidbit about me. I was in a band once. I don't even know if I didn't think we had a name. It was a bunch of us girls, and we wrote songs. But it was all just vocals. Nobody knew how to play an instrument. This was elementary school. Nobody knew how to play an instrument. But we wrote songs, and we, like, taught each other our songs. My song was so shitty. It's, like, embarrassingly, painfully shitty, and also, therefore, hilarious. But my friend Taylor actually wrote a really good song that, like, still to this day I think is pretty fucking good, especially for a 4th grader. But like, even just as a regular ass song, like, it's pretty good. And I still remember some parts of it too. Man. And then we also played Spice Girls, but that wasn't our own band. Subgoal, we get the Lecta song. I don't have it anymore. I don't remember how it went. My song was shitty. I don't remember. I don't think I have anywhere. Like, I don't know where I wrote it down, if, like, where I could find it. And besides, that sub goal would be like 500 subs, okay. If we hit a 500 subs, I'll try to find the song. Oh my god, it was so bad. Okay, I'm remembering like a line or two. We're moving on. Anyway, I'm gonna go with romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Napping together? Fuck you. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle? Okay. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. I thought it was gonna say unhealthy and I was totally there. Aw, trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost? That's exciting. Arson. Being emotionally vulnerable. That's not a date. That's just a thing that happens. This is nice. I'm gonna do this one. That sounds like fun. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles and a pen, a cool knife, my crippling low self-esteem. That is how our dad has been acting, and I hate it. I frequently forget my phone, keys, wallet at home sometimes. These two are like very close to me personally because I'm cold all the time, so I have to have layers. I also always carry a, it's not like a word jumble, but I do carry a little booklet and a pen so I can take notes if I need to. Everybody heard that 500 subs. I didn't commit to that. No shit. No, I didn't say it. Oh. But honestly, if we hit 500 subs, I'd not be that upset. Can someone look down below? I feel like I have, like I may need to adjust because I feel like I have, I don't remember how high I put my sub rewards for. I'm gonna go with word jumbles and a pen. Because I do legitimately always carry a pen. Word jumbles are kind of lame though. Just, they're not that great. Of all the word games you could be playing, jumbles are not the way to go. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, oh my god, no thank you. If I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill. When I can next get a cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications. This is the only one that conspiracy theories is kind of interesting, but let's be legit. Kind of want to play this game? You play it. Profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. I bet just like me, my tastes are super eclectic. What's Merc and Craft stream? Oh, Mana. Yeah, the obsession with grill choices is... Those were very weird choices. Yeah, that actually was kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles.
Alright.
You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. She's so supportive of my potentially poly lifestyle. Thank you. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome.
A stereotypical
You've got
white dad
dads.
thing. You've got dads. I wanna fuck these dads. Okay, so far, I hate your kid. I hate your kid. I hate your kids and your wife. I'll fuck you, but no more than that. You are Joe Monkey, therefore I cannot date you. We went to college together. I still haven't decided how different you are now, other than being healthy. You have too many children for my liking, though. But Matt, though. It's between Craig and Matt, but Matt is clearly in the... I mean, like, I don't even... Like, I'm not into Damien. Disregarding the children. Not into it. You're good looking, but not into you as a person. Not into you. Not into your personality. I'm into fucking. And that was nice. I'm never dating Joe Monkey. And oh yes, please, let's all take our clothes off and roll around together. That's how sex works, right? We just all get naked and then, like, go woo in bed. Yeah, he has 3 kids. Twins and a baby. The three is a little much. I mean, I get that 1 was a set. But if you already have 2, why'd you have another one? I mean, I know it's a personal preference. I'm not a big, personally, like, in real life, I'm not a big kids person. And besides, I already have my own child in this game. Bump uglies. No, I hate that phrase. That's so unsexy. Alright. Hello, Matt. Oh, okay. So we can't... What does this mean? Why are these hearts here? Is this how much he likes us? Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice, he calls it bean juice too, over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. No-wave? I don't know what no-wave means. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup, 1 drip at a time, baby. Oh, he said baby. We have a thing about saying baby, okay? Sword fight. Knockin' boots? That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say that term is a turn on. It's just not a turn off, which, fine. If you had to take one thing to take with you to Desert Island, find tunes to pass the days away. That makes way more sense than the options they gave me. Hello? What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. I'm down. What's your ideal date? We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. I love you. Do you want to become life partners with me? What do you never leave home without? Headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. Spend a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? I love him. I'm gonna message him, but I wanna read everyone's profiles first. Bean juice so just sounds weird. I agree with you. I don't even like coffee as a human. Oh, I've had many video game husbands, including Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2, Alistair from Dragon Age, Caden from that game we're not allowed to talk about in this channel. I'm forgetting somebody more recent. There's been many over the years. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur, and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. On a Friday night, you're most likely to get one less cardio session in. You're losing me, Craig. Looks like we're just going to be college friends, and I'm going to think you're hot forever. If you had one thing... Can we just bang? We'll just bang. It's fine. We're friends. We can just bang with no attachments. That's how that works. I've decided that's how our relationship works. You can actually see that? Oh, I love him. Yeah, it is weird. It's not a common thing, but I get it, because coffee beans. A box of energy bars, turn-ons, a sub 6-minute mile. What'd you want to be when you grew up? A beer pong world champion. Buddy cop movies forever. Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. That sounds kind of fun. I don't know about dangerous, but like scaling a mountain, sure. Extra tube of energy gel. That's not where I thought that was going. My mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Yeah, dude, I'm not into it. Not into it. Let's see about Joe Monkey. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. This is exactly Joe! Oh my fuck, this is Joe. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. On a Friday night, you're most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. Joe Monkey. If I had to take one thing, my fishing pole. I don't think Joe goes fishing, but regardless. I could see him, he would take something, like, practical. Quintessential bro dude, I know. Dude bro, don't like. Turn-ons, a keen understanding of steak cuts, Joe Monkey. What'd you want to be when you grow up? Fireman. Favorite genre of movie? Romantic comedies, aw. What's your ideal date? Deck building. Joe Monkey. Why do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I didn't even know that was a thing. Spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Joe Monkey. I wish he were here to know, to hear my comments, but it's okay. All right, what's your profile? Robert Small. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to people's last names. Whatever. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? Friday night, make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. Giacomo. What the fuck? Bring to a desert island. Gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What'd you want to be when you grew up? Grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. Ideal date is grave robbing. Never leave home without at least 4 knives. Spend a lot of time thinking about you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes. Also, where's the lack of, there's a lack of grammar happening. Not into it. Like, we had good sex. I'm done with you now. Damien Bloodmarch. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will do my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, I feel like there is no latest. In Victorian fashion is completed. The latest is always the same thing because it ended at a certain point. Anyway, the inevitability of our own demise or black cats, please send me a letter. I'll talk to you about kitties and walk through a graveyard. On a Friday night, I most likely too listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. So Victorian. If you had to take one thing, it would be a coffin. Turn-ons pronouncing bosom correctly. Who pronounces that incorrectly? Is bosom wrong? When you grew up, you wanted to be a bat. My favorite movie genre, foreign art house horror. Ideal date, it's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club. Oh my gosh, friend! Berlin. I just want to hug this friend. Povo! Thank you for becoming a patron of the hype! Oh my gosh, speaking of Joe Monkey, did you see his face float across the screen? We gotta get some proper sub-hype happening. Hang on here. Now that my emotes are working. Boop-a-da-boo! And it's time! Oh shit. Povo, have you been a patron of the hype before? Is this your first time? I can't remember. Got a raise last week, decided to throw subs around. Thank you so much! Oh, gotta stretch. Gotta get ready. Pop into Hype Cherry. Oh yeah. We're gonna celebrate that Povo has become a patron of the hype. We're gonna dance a lot for him. Yeah! We are excited that he's chosen to do this, cause he's a crazy person and he's generous to boot. Boot! That is a foot. I shouldn't have done that on the internet. I made a mistake, but that's okay. We're just gonna focus on all the dancing that we do. Wiggly arms and wiggly bodies and wiggly legs. And we're gonna wiggle around. We're gonna wiggle around. We're gonna wiggle, 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 wiggle and do other dances now. We're gonna do all the dances. We're gonna do other dances. I don't know what this one is. This is kind of like a monkey. I'm running out of lyrics. Hoo-loo-loo-loo-loo, hoo-boo-ba-doo-doo-boo-boo, la-la-la-la-la-la, hoo-boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-boo-ba-da-ba-da-hwah. I would just laugh out loud. That's me, but thank you so much for being a patron of the hype, or becoming a patron of the hype. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed Celebration Dance. Scripted? You think that could possibly have been scripted? How would I ever remember what random ass shit that I said? Or did? Alright, back to the game. That has happened before, Kerboos. Okay, the music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside-down cross. I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Not into it. Shaking dat fit glutes? Hell yeah. Those glutes got a shakin'. They for sure got a shakin'. It's weird that this dad book part does not have any music. This game typically has music happening. Alright, let me drink some water. Middle school teacher, high school teacher. Writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Friday night, brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Aw, okay, that's neat. If you had to take one thing with you to a desert island, it would be A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. Turn-ons, muscles. Well, you're honest. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. Tom Selleck. I know you can't see his face under my face, but that's Tom Selleck. Favorite movie genre, documentaries on art history. Ideal date, each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. It's not really a date. That's called living together. That could be really nice. Like doing your separate thing, but still like being together. What do you leave home without? My glasses, actually forget them at home a lot. Spend time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Okay, he got me with brew strong tea and paint miniatures, but other than that, no thanks. No thank you, Tom Selleck. Last is Joseph. I was gonna say but not least, but probably. It's Matt, you guys. I'm going straight for Matt. You're in love with the last dude? He's not bad. He's not bad, just not for me. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Alright, this last sentence is appealing. I do like sailing. Sailing's fun. On a Friday night, I'm most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. Fine. If you had one thing to take to a desert island, my 6 string. Don't call it a 6 string. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. She's not loving. Get the fuck out. You are a liar, sir. Want to be a ship captain. He likes feel-good movies. Lovely night on the town with my wife. Ugh. Vomit. Never leave home without The good book. I was like, a good book. Yeah, reading is great. No. He means the Bible. No, thank you. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. You're trying too hard at life, my friend. Gotta call it an axe, duh. No. No. Hey, Matt. Oof, look at him. Yes, message. Peter Weller actually has a PhD in history. I don't know who that is. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Enzy. You call it your hammer, oh my goodness. Yes, Matt is the best, I agree, second square. But he's no heater guy. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. Wanna come out? I think for a moment. Hell yeah! What's a Sound Garden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. I know Soundgarden. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? Oh, shut up! While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. Pup is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop-punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of our comfort zone. Finally! Stop being so boring. The hammer is my penis. Yes. If only one of them was a heater guide to supporting game. What? He sent me a message and I didn't even get to see it. I log off dad book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Ew! Oh god, I thought it was cool. It was never cool. Mullets were never cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? He's gonna love talking to us. Sexy single dad. Who comes to your house and you hit on him. That's the heater guy. Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? Listen to the music and dance? Like any other concert ever throughout time? I spend most of the day pacing around the house thinking about my relationship with coolness. Oh, I do not like our dad. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. She's either high or she was crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda? Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. You're a liar. I think it's just yet another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. Oh, she probably was trying to talk to Noah about the music and she got upset because he was being a dick about it. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. That is pretty messed up. Are you sure that's it? If there's, you know, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Alright, that's a fine response. You're learning the cello? I think we discussed this, and I got excited because I love the cello. But if I didn't know this already, I am now excited because I love the cello. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. What about... Excuse me. Have you done your fucking paper for Mr. Vegas class? Right, the electric cello. I forgot you're doing electric. That's exciting. Cello is beautiful. And if my 7th grade cello or strings teacher was not a cunt, I too would know how to play the cello. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? He likes you for who you are. Stop it. Ooh. I have so many problems with this game. So you don't drive your roommate insane? I would not take that into consideration. Musicals are always written in guitar-unfriendly keys. Let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously, Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Dad.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one when I was 12. Remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh God. I tried so hard to forget. That's awesome. That sounds great. I would say it's more like Project Pencil. Because I already have learned Swahili. I'm just brushing up, and there's a lot that I've forgotten. But like Project Pencil, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Not your lessons are horrible. Oh, they are. I'm learning to be an okay teacher. Again with the paper. She has to do it for school, or she'll lose her scholarships. This is important. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh God, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your Trapper Keeper. That is an old person term. No one fucking says Trapper Keeper. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Half the songs you played were muted, yeah. VODs. Dancing boys kissing. She's allowed to like boys kissing. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band. Like DIY glitter punk, thrash, straight edge. Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk? Jeremy punk? What the fuck? What's C-punk? You overlook C-punk for Jeremy punk? Kind of binder. Oh, okay, yeah. Trapper Keeper is an old person term for binder. Got it. I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. So C-punk is a real thing? Jeremy punk is my shit. Of course it is. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Why not just take out your phone and read what he sent you? Hello? Oh, why is our dad an idiot? Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? Because they're all so polite. That is countryist. Nationalist? No, not nationalist. I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene.
Huh?
Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than that. Became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. My lack of punk knowledge disturbs you? I grew up with grunge, not punk.
Huh.
What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. I'm so unconvinced. That's it? Well, I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. I went in the most tame mosh pit at a concert that I went to with Gerthang, actually, for those of you who know Gerthang. And I got an arm to the neck, but whoever was standing behind me, like, caught me so I didn't fall on the floor, and they were like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "I can breathe? Okay, do-do-do-do-do-do." But yeah, I got, like, an elbow to the neck or something. And I almost fell down. Grunge is a kind of punk. I would argue that. I would say that those are different genres. But yeah, it was mostly like people like being respectful of each other, just like kind of like just like bouncing into each other. It was like very, very tame, small number of people. And everyone was like super nice. Gone to a concert? Oh no! Second Square, I wanna show you the world of video games and music, Halloween trick-or-treating, costumes, going out at night. I don't know. Everything. I wanna just like... Sleepovers? Was that another thing that was not a really thing, a thing you did? Or did I make that one up? Better than arrow to the knee. Fred, when he was... Excuse me 1 minute, there's someone at my door. Maintenance. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, so Fred wasn't even in the mosh pit. Someone from the mosh pit... I don't think that one was my door. There's already somebody in the house. I think it was somebody in the mosh pit jumped and like kicked him in the knee, like on purpose, like the side of the knee, and it got dislocated. And the people, he wasn't even in the mosh pit. Somebody just jumped from the mosh pit and kicked him in the knee, like, on purpose. And he's had knee problems ever since. But, like, there were other dudes who, like, punched that guy in the face. So that was good at least, but, like, serious damage was done because someone was an asshole. Like, there are also some people, when I was in college, my boss... He went to, he liked punk a lot. He also liked folk bands, which is kind of funny. But not, like, hokey folk... Oh god, what was the... Anyway, regardless. So he'd go to a lot of, like, shows with pretty intense mosh pits, and he was like, yeah, some people, like, don't... They just go in there and they're, like, literally throwing punches. Like, that's not a mosh pit. That's just punching people. Got some sleepovers, just not many when I was super young. Everyone else is accurate. We'll do awesome sleepovers and costumes and go to concerts. Like, all the things that you should experience as a human. Been to a big concert. One of the most popular bands in Danish history. That's cool. It was especially good because it was free. Oh, that's awesome. Saw Metallica 3 times in 1 year. There are 3 venues in the Bay Area. Went to all 3. It was awesome. This was like 10 years ago. I haven't been to a lot of concerts. I've been to some. But it was a lot of stuff that, like, happened when I was young. I do remember, for some reason, and I know it's time for me to go on a break, but, why am I blanking out on their name right now? Near my high school, The Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones were playing for free, like half an avenue away from my school. Like half a block. I don't know why. I don't know why they were doing this, but I called my mom and was like, Mom, can I skip class? She goes, why? I was like, because the Stones are playing and down the street for free. And she was like, well, she said what classes and why. And I told her what classes. And she was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I was like, I'll go back for history at the end of the day. She was like, okay. So I went, and it was really cool to get to see them play. It was like super interesting, and I enjoyed it. They only played a couple of songs. It wasn't like a full-blown concert or anything. After last sociology class of the semester. All right, Gavinrod, it was lovely seeing you. Have a good last class, and then enjoy freedom. It's good to have you. See you later, my friend. Yeah, the Stones in a history class, just a normal day. And then when and there was even one of my teachers was at the concert, and he used my cell phone, which you weren't allowed to have cell phones in school. But I let him use my phone. I wasn't worried about him. So, like, there were, like, teachers and a bunch of students there to see the concert. And then a lot of kids just left after that. They did not go back to school. But they were not catching, like, we were walking in the front door. There wasn't any other entrance. But when we were coming back in to go to the rest of our classes, they were giving every single person who walked back in detention. I was like, it's a free fucking concert half a block away. I even said to them, I called my mom and got permission. My mom said that I could leave. I still got detention. It's like, why are you getting the kids that, like, went to experience this once-in-a-lifetime thing and now are going back to the rest of their classes? Like, the ones who want to learn and do well in school. You're punishing those kids. Like, yeah, I get it, we're not supposed to leave. But, like, I even called my mom and got permission. Stupid. Oh, you saw Incubus? That sounds sick. That sounds really neat. I think my first concert was my dad's band. And of course I loved it, because I loved all the music. Anyway, something about that's comforting. I'm gonna go on a break now. I kind of want to finish this conversation with Amanda, but I'm getting real hungry. I gotta make a sandwich, so I'm gonna leave my AF. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have the break, as usual, be as short as possible. I need some water, need to pee, need to make a sandwich. I normally make a sandwich beforehand, that way you don't have to wait the extra time. So, I'll just talk to you guys, like, on the microphone while I'm eating, which I don't love doing. But yeah, I'll be back as quickly as I can. I'll mute the game and play some better music. And I'll see you so soon. It's a fantastic show. Oh, that's great. Yeah, school rules are very fucking stupid. Especially when it's like, my school is fucking dumb. You know what? We don't need to talk about schools or the school system, because it will just make me angry. Alright, see you guys in just a bit.